Hello beautiful people and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Yana and I'm a full-time artist sharing my creative journey with you guys. So today I wanted to touch upon a subject which I often think about, especially when I'm starting a new painting, which is why does starting something new always feels so scary? Sure, we can all agree that the familiar feels safe even when we know it's holding us back. And yet, more often than not, we actually decide or choose to stay there. Today, I want to challenge that. I am going to challenge myself to use a colour palette that I have never used before. So I'm sure you would have seen that most of my artworks in my previous videos lean towards softer, more muted tones. I always have a neutral base contrasted with the deep, moody shades. Essentially, that is my comfort zone. It is where I feel safe. As we all know, that comfort can quietly become a cage. And with that being said, today I'm actually going to choose a bold colour. No neutral base, no muted tones to hide behind. Just something raw, unexpected, and completely different to what I normally create. And sometimes this is exactly what growth looks like. A small, simple act, just doing something you're unsure about. Because right now, I am completely unsure about this canvas. It just looks like one dark emerald blob. But I guess doubt always starts to show up when you're starting something new. You have that internal thought, what if it doesn't work out? The beauty is, what if it does work out? Now, I have no idea how this canvas is gonna turn out. I'm just trusting the process. I'm also just actually enjoying the process, because even if it doesn't work out and it's absolute failure, or on the other hand it could be absolute success, I'm still going to learn from it. And I think that's what we have to remind ourselves sometimes. What is the worst that can happen if we just push ourselves? We push ourselves to our potentials, we try something new and we take the risk. That way you always find the outcome rather than just never knowing your full capabilities. For instance, what if the thing that you've been too afraid to try ends up actually becoming the best decision you've ever made? Sometimes I feel that overcoming doubt isn't about never feeling afraid, it's about moving forward and just pushing through that initial feeling of fear and doubt. I mean, every artist, every creator, every dreamer has felt this. It's that fear of being seen, the fear of being judged, the fear of not being good enough. Even this piece, I'm like, is it going to be good enough? Is it going to sell? And those shouldn't necessarily be my thoughts. I should just be bold in what I'm doing and just show up unapologetically and just believe in my talents, my capabilities, and what I've been doing for absolute years. Sometimes it's absolutely imperative that we just trust our instincts, we trust ourselves, and we take the bet on ourselves. The thing is, when we let go of perfection, we simply make room for discovery. When we let go of that initial control, we open the door for growth. What I've realised is that doubt often shows up right before a breakthrough. It's the mind's way of almost protecting us from change, because change always feels uncertain. But uncertainty is literally where the magic happens. It's where new ideas are born, where you find colours that you never thought you'd love, and the sides of yourself that you never knew existed. So if you have been holding back, waiting for the right time, waiting to feel more confident, just start today. Just like I've done with this piece, I have no idea what direction it's going in. I've never used emerald green and terracotta in the same palette, but I'm trying, and I'm trying my best really. And at the end of the day, when it all comes down to it, all you can do is try your best. Your future you will always thank you for trying your best and not having that overwhelming feeling, that lingering feeling of what would have happened if I tried, what would have happened if I'd taken that risk and I actually took the bet on myself. So if you've been holding back or just waiting for that right time, or waiting to suddenly feel more confident, this is your sign to just begin. Start unprepared, start scared, start however you feel, but just start. Sometimes I think back and think, what if I'd never handed in my notice when I was working at my very well paid job for my age? Would I still be working there? Would I still be serving customers, wishing, dreaming of being a full-time artist? what would have happened? What would have happened if I didn't put in those hours? What would have happened last year if I didn't ever decide to experiment with a seascape piece? Would I still be painting seascape pieces now? Or would I be in a gallery? Who knows? But the most important thing is to just start. I mean, maybe the piece you start won't end up being your favorite. Maybe you will look back at it and want to change 100 things, but at least you did it. And that is definitely something to be proud of, because the truth is, every time you show up, even when it's uncomfortable, you're just teaching yourself that you're capable, that you can trust yourself. So next time the doubt creeps in, all you have to do is just remember that you've done it before, and that means that you can do it again. But the next time around, you will know that you are stronger than whatever fear was lingering in your head telling you that you was not able to do it. And the reason why you're stronger than your fear is because you was brave enough to try. And whilst we're on the topic of brave enough to try, I must say I am rather pleased with how this painting is turning out. I did have to tone down the terracotta because I felt like it was a bit too out of place. So you can see that I've just added a lot more intense terracotta towards the right hand side. And fortunately for me, I am so glad that I took this risk, because this piece has actually been selected by a gallery for an exhibition, which I'm so excited about. So this is my reminder once again to just take the chance and do it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you like this video, be sure to like, follow and subscribe for weekly content.